everywhere. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel-Air, Petty to the D-Twar. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. I've been in New York, come on, Texas.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Raiders coming in at 11-0, going up against the Bills, who come in at 5-6. A lot of uncertainty about the future home of the Raiders, but for today, their home is still Oakland, California. And that's where we'll find our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's the option going right. And oh, look at the big man rumble. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start. Offensively, this will be a touchdown. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, it looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Dan Williams there to make the tackle. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. In motion, the tight end play. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Manziel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Carr, and this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To throw his Carr, being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. And Janikowski bangs it through. And with that, they'll move out in front by a couple here in this first quarter. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Manziel. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
It's a 4-receiver look, all to the left side. Looking to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's McCoy, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
They went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
On 1st down, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear it. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Steps away to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Here's Manziel. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stays on his feet. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Surveying the field. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Manziel. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Manziel. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. With it is Brown. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Watkins alone on the left side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding time. He's going to take another shot here. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And tough starting field position here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. A give to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Manziel. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Whoosh. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
We ready?
Now this time Carl throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The tight end changing his position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Manziel. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This give is to McCoy. Then he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to 2. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Manziel. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Manziel. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jelani Jenkins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep for his tight end, Clay. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain there for the Bills. 30 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it'll bring up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Back to the NFL. Here we go.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Here we go now.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. He's back to throw. Holmes has got it complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly, they get to the line.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Green 39. Green 39. Philly, here we go. Now that's better.
They'll go with McCoy. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the...
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in string circus comes to town.